Alright, well, here we go. So we're back on SmackDown 1 with another tournament. This is going to be removed wrestlers and creator wrestlers, or creator wrestler parts, whatever you want to call it. So it's a pretty small tournament. So first off, let's just go over who's all in this tournament. So starting off with removed wrestlers. So we got one. So I'm going to show you real quick this person. So if you don't know, Jeff Jarrett was originally going to be in this game, and I know something that people really know, like a lot of people know this, that Jeff Jarrett's creator wrestler parts are in SmackDown 2 for some reason. Yes, even though that game was released like, what, 2000, and Jarrett left in 99. Along with Goldust, Jeff Jarrett and Goldust parts are in the creator wrestler mode, but Jeff Jarrett was going to be in the first SmackDown. His character slot still exists on the retail disc, but they removed his character file, so if you try to force play as him, the game will crash because there's no character to load. But, you know, recently I was poking around on that SmackDown 1 prototype that's been out for a long time, and I decided to try to load Jarrett, and he actually loaded. And personally, I didn't know. I thought he was already removed from that prototype. And I'm not sitting here claiming like I discovered this, because I'm sure there's some people that already know about this, because that prototype's been around for a very, very long time. I just think that when I tried to look up documentation on the internet, there's like barely any documentation of this, and even on the cutting room floor it says that Jarrett's removed from that prototype. That's just not true. He's still in there. So basically what I did is I brought over Jeff Jarrett to a retail version of the game. Now let me show you real quick. So Jeff Jarrett's not on this menu here, but what's interesting about this game is they essentially kind of like they removed him in a weird way. Like there's like in the game files there's like this string of data that shows the order of each wrestler. And Jeff Jarrett's ID is still in there, but the game is coded to skip over it each time, so you never see him. So what I'm doing here is I'm loading up a match, or like I'm preloading up a match between Austin and Taker. And now what I'm doing, you can't see this, but off screen, I'm editing the game's memory to force the cursor to be on Jeff Jarrett's slot. Now, after I do that and I go back, look at that, Jeff Jarrett. So this is what Jeff Jarrett's position is in the game files. For some reason, he's in between Bubba Ray and Devon. And you'll notice here this portrait. So this portrait is in the style of the SmackDown 1 prototype portraits. And it's still on the retail disc. And you see how it says Jeff Jarrett for his name? That's actually also a texture as well. That is still on the disc as well. So I didn't have to restore that. These are already on here. And you'll notice this special move is listed as XXX because that's how they dummied it out. And also, when I show you Jeff Jarrett in the other game modes, the way they dummy out his name is just with a bunch of X's as well. But what's interesting about this is how I said I forced the game to be on Jeff Jarrett. Watch what happens now if I try to move the cursor. It messes up. You see like duplicates of people because, like I said, the game is coded to skip over him. So as soon as I move that, the game will start skipping him again. So, with that being said, I made a second version of this retail disc where I added Jarrett to the menu. Paul Bear, he sacrificed his slot for Jarrett, so thank you, Paul Bear. If I can figure out what that code or instruction in the game files that skips over his ID, I could restore him without having to sacrifice somebody else's spot on the screen. But right now I don't know how to do that. It's pretty advanced, and to be honest, I don't know if I can figure it out. But yeah. So, there you go. That's Jeff Jarrett. And now, real quick, what I'm going to do is I'm going to boot up a second version of the game where Jeff Jarrett's just permanently on the menu, because I don't have to do that memory thing every single time. It's not hard to do, but this would just be way faster. So, just give me 1 second. Yeah, and again, like I said, if you try to load up that Jarrett portrait by doing what I did without adding his character file, the game will crash. There's nothing to load. No model, essentially, so. Let's fast forward through this. So we're back on the menu. Now here I'll show you that Jeff Jarrett is going to be permanently on this version of the game's menu here. There you go. I decided to put him over Paul Bear's spot, so there he is. So Jeff Jarrett's there. So, sticking with Jeff Jarrett, let me show you him added to other modes as well. So, the Royal Rumble has its own selection list, so I'm just going to pick 4 random people here real quick. Doesn't really matter. Now, same concept here. I added Jeff Jarrett to this menu, but I had to sacrifice somebody, so Paul Bear, his spot got removed. So, I'll show you real quick. There you go. All these X's, that's Jeff Jarrett's string name. That's how they dummied out his name, just with a whole bunch of X's. So there you go. And then I will show you the same thing for season mode real quick, as well as create a pay-per-view. But it's the exact same concept. His name was dummied out with X's. Which is why I thought he wasn't in that prototype, because his name is already X'd out in that prototype, so... So in season, he's just 3 X's. Now, I did test a little bit off-screen. The game didn't really book Jarrett in the season mode, so probably have to do some modifications to make the game actually book him, but you can play as him. You can also force him to be in matches with, like, Game Shark or something, but, you know. And then last but not least, same concept here. All bear. Move over his slot. All these X's. So that's Double J, ain't he great? So that is your one removed wrestler I added here. Now let's talk about removed creator wrestler or creator wrestler parts, depending on how you want to interpret this. So we got 4 people here, which is pretty convenient because we got 4 creator wrestler slots. So we're not going to do that memory editing stuff. Let's check out our biographies here and go through each one. So, first person here, we got Droz. So, Droz also, his CAW parts exist in that prototype. So I went ahead and moved that over to a retail version of the game. So there you go, that's Droz right there. We'll probably get a better look at him when we have the matches. Yeah, I mean, I think he looks pretty good in the game. And by the way, I'm giving everyone stats of 3 this time instead of 5, so they're not too overpowered. Alright, so up next we got Meat, aka Shawn Stasiak, aka the man that got fired for recording conversations. So, if you've been following my channel for a very long time, or if you're familiar with that SmackDown 1 prototype, I did do a video on that SmackDown 1 prototype, but if you haven't seen it, don't watch it, it's garbage. I filmed it back in like 2015, there was so many more things I could have gone over. I kind of want to redo that video, to be honest with you. But there you go, so Meat also exists in the Creator Wrestler, so same thing, brought over his parts and created him. Up next, we got an alternate Chris Jericho. So the only difference here is the hairstyle. So he's got like that, I don't know what you call it, like a high ponytail, top knot or whatever. That hairstyle he wore a lot. Also during his debut, he had that hairstyle. So that was also in the prototype. Brought that over, so we got alternate Chris Jericho. And last one, I was really debating whether or not to include this. Ultimately, I decided to. We're just going to call this Unknown Superstar. You see in parentheses here, I got Psychosis, because to me, it seems like the head is heavily based on Psychosis, or it's just straight up Psychosis. So, here you go. Alright, so you see that head right there. That was removed from SmackDown 1. I don't know the reason why. I'm assuming because it's either like a straight ripoff of Psychosis, or like there were some issues with it. But yeah, it was in the prototype. Got removed from retail, and what's kind of funny is actually this was in the prototype of SmackDown 2 as well, and then that also got removed, so yeah. And then that body attire, I guess it's up for your interpretation. Is that supposed to be like an old school Psychosis attire? Is it a Jushin Thunder Liger attire? I don't know, maybe it's just some original thing based off of that, but that's the body I went with for that. So the head is something that's removed from the retail disc, but not the body and legs. So I just want to make that clear. And like I said, I was really debating whether or not to even include him in this tournament, but I decided why not, because this is a short tournament anyways. Might as well. It's a removed creator wrestler part. By the way, I'm thinking about doing a 3rd tournament on this game, believe it or not, with the other creator wrestlers, like the Robot and the Knight and the Samurai, but we'll talk about that another time. Okay, so with that being said, let's take a look at our tournament bracket. So, same thing, because it's an odd number, one person gets a bye, and we did random seeds, so Chris Jericho's the lucky one who gets a random bye. So it looks like our first match is going to be Unknown, aka Psychosis, if you want to call him that, versus Droz. So let's get into it. Again, same concept as my last stream or my other NPC streams. It's on the highest difficulty. Computer versus computer, I'm not involved in any way. I am open to doing like special matches like Cage, I Quit. Well, maybe not Cage because that was a kind of a disaster last time, but we're taking this to Raw. Raw is war. All right, so there you go. That is our participants and a summary of the stuff. Again, all that stuff was brought over from a prototype build of SmackDown 1 that has been on the internet for a very long time. Oh, actually, there's one more thing I wanted to mention. Some people might be saying, what about Goldust? You talked about how Goldust was put in SmackDown 2, and Goldust also left the WWF around, I think, mid-1999, so I honestly think it's very likely he was going to be in this game or be in as Creator Wrestler parts, but here's the thing with these bonus videos. I need some sort of, like, prototype build I can physically see as evidence to put it back in the game. And the prototype build, there is no sign of Goldust, so I'm thinking there's probably an earlier build of the game where Goldust exists, but there is nothing like that online, so I decided not to include him, though I think it's highly likely Goldust was in this game in some form at some point. But there you go. That being said, let's just get into the matches here. So I'm going to be really honest here, I really don't want Psychosis to win, because like I said, I didn't even want him in this tournament, so I'm pulling for Droz here. There you go. Big, strong clothesline starting it off, brother. You guys can let me know if the audio is alright, too. It's looking okay in my meter here, but I can change it if you need me to. I'm gonna make my choice. I usually pick one person at the start of the tournament. I'm rooting for Jeff Jarrett, I'm gonna be honest, because he's the only true removed character here. The rest of these guys are technically CAW parts. Yeah, this is a pretty good look at Droz here. Oh, he was good. All right, thank you. Appreciate that. Pretty even so far momentum-wise. This really could go either way, brother. Reversal City here. By the way, like I said in my SmackDown 1 Creator Wrestler stream, SmackDown 1 hard difficulty is actually quite challenging. They reverse a lot, man. It's kind of hard to even do groggy grapples. Jeff Jarrett's gonna win this tournament, and then he's gonna win the Owen Hart tournament as well. Wow, this is a really good match to start off here. Even momentum-wise, I think I gave both of them powerbomb as finisher too. So I guess this is also an opportunity to say a little bit about Droz. Unfortunately, Droz passed away not too long ago, and of course everyone knows the accident he suffered in the ring that left him paralyzed. Quite a sad situation, especially like at such a young age. It was just a freak accident. And I think really the thing I always respected so much about Droz is if you watch interviews with him after that and all that, he always kept like a positive attitude, and that's gotta be something very difficult to do, man. Something that like alters your life to that extent, man. Wait, Big Boss Man, what are you doing, my man? You're not a removed character, you can't be here, get out. He's just coming down flexing in the middle of the ring. Big Boss Man's here. He's gonna arrest the loser, so the stakes have just been raised here. Very even match momentum-wise. What? How? How do you lose off a regular backslide? Nobody even got a finisher. Oh my god, Psychosis is gonna ruin the tournament. How is the match already over? I lowered everyone's stats. Was that a mistake? Should I have kept it at 5 like last time? The reason why I lowered them is because I don't fully know how to change the in-game wrestler's stats. I think I know where it's at, and I didn't want people to be more overpowered than Jarrett. That's the reason why I did it, but maybe that was a mistake. Wow. Okay, well, let me update my person I did not want to win. Alright, so Psychosis is moving on to the semifinals to take on alternate hair Jericho. So next up here, in the next round, we got Jeff Jarrett versus Meat. Like I said, I'm pulling for Jarrett here. So this will be an opportunity to see Jeff Jarrett's entrance, what it's like. We're gonna take this to SmackDown, brother. Alright, so like I said, they were definitely already in the process of removing Jarrett during that prototype, so when he comes out here, he uses Vince McMahon's Tron, or I guess Corporation Tron, whatever you want to call it. And he just has like a generic entrance, so... yeah, there he is. That's Jeff Jarrett. That is the character file pulled from the prototype and injected into the retail copy. There he is. Now, really, if I want to clean this up some more, I probably should use one of the skin tones from SmackDown 2, because I think he's slightly a little bit too tan, maybe, or I don't know. I just left it because that's how it is in the prototype. Oh, this man's pissed. Don't piss Jarrett off using the Debratron. What are you doing, me? Oh, no. This man's done for. And then I guess also I should mention Jeff Jarrett. Even though on the menu you saw his finisher is listed as XXX, in-game it's actually just a pile driver. So hopefully we get to see that. And then also you see if Jarrett wins, his victory music is actually Jeff Jarrett's music, which of course is the same as Deborah's music in the same song. So here we go. Jarrett with a strong dodge to start off. Alright, come on. Double J, ain't he great, guys? There you go. Work him over, brother. Hopefully we don't see more interference, but I don't think we really saw that much interference in my SmackDown 1 Creator Wrestler tournament, and we've already seen one, so let's see what happens. Big Fisherman, there you go. Big 0 count. That strut animation. So Jarrett, if Jarrett does taunt, he does have the strut, so, and that's also his victory animation. So that's why of course I'm cheering for Jarrett, so we can show all that off. I think if he loses in his first match, I'll do like one bonus match of me playing as Jarrett to kind of get more in depth with him. So twist to your knee for the stream, man. That's rough. Sorry to hear that. Once again, another even, solid match, brother. Oh my god, the biggest chop of all time. Hit him with the strut, brother. Oh, come on. Yeah, I really disagree with people getting mad about Jeff Jarrett being in the Owen Hart tournament. Dude, Jarrett was very good friends with Owen Hart, and of course they teamed up on screen. So, I mean, I don't really see the problem. Honestly, if it was up to me, I know people are probably gonna be mad. I just have Jarrett win it, man. Tribute to his friend. It's Deborah. Oh my god. Deborah's here. Why is everyone interfering? We didn't have this in a SmackDown 1 Creator Wrestlers. And she's interfering for me as well, dude. Oh no. Don't do it. Alright, get out of there. Thank you. Jumping arm breaker, that's listed as Jarrett's favorite move. If you're not familiar in SmackDown 1 and 2, there's a thing called like favorite move. I don't know if it does more damage or what, but that was what is. Oh, the strut! He turned his back to his opponent and did the strut. That is a power move right there. Man, another back and forth match. Look at this momentum. Yeah, I don't know. That's what I was thinking about too, is how accurate do we feel like this Jeff Jarrett skin is. So this is what he is in the prototype, so that's what they used for him. I would like to go back and look at some, you know, like late 99 Jarrett photos to compare. If I want to clean it up and use a lighter skin tone, I could use those textures from SmackDown 2 quite easily, so it'd probably be more accurate, but, you know. Dude, Fisherman's all day! Oh, big 2 count. Who's gonna be the first to a finisher? Oh my god, this is intense, man. Come on, Jarrett. Dude, he's made spamming Fisherman's. Going fishing. Oh, big dodge from Miko. Oh god. 2 finishers on the board. This could go either way. No! No sell it, Jarrett. Jarrett, come on, you gotta kick out. It's over. No. No! Well, I guess you're getting a bonus match of Jarrett so we can show that off. That's such a scam. You know how much work it was to restore Jeff Jarrett? I'm not even kidding. SmackDown 1 modding is not fun because you have to do literally everything manually via hex. It's not fun. If you make one mistake, you gotta troubleshoot it. This took me forever to get working, and he just loses like that. No, I don't want to save that. That's trash. Well, in a sad turn of events, Jeff Jarrett has been eliminated, the star of the tournament. I guess Double J ain't great. And I just put the wrong winner on the thing. Oh my god, can I fix that? you could tell, like, subconsciously I wanted Jarrett to win by doing that. There we go. Okay, so Meat is moving on to the finals. You can go ahead and boo right now, because I'm booing. Alright, so our next match, which I guess we should have done before this, we're going to have alternate Chris Jericho versus the unknown superstar, aka Psychosis. So you already know I'm rooting for Jericho. This will be a nice look at the alternate hair Chris Jericho. Taking this to a pay-per-view here. SummerSlam. Alright, well. Jeff Jarrett with a quite disappointing performance. It's Y2J! Y2J! The Millennium Man has arrived. There you go, there's a nice shot of that hair. Alternate hair Jericho. I wonder why they removed this from the retail version, like, because, I mean, Jericho's still in the game, so what's the point of removing it? Unless you want to make the disc space argument, potentially, but other than that, I don't really know why, you know? Kind of funny, because I think Chris Jericho's portrait in this game, he has the same hairstyle, right? Well, here we go. I swear, Jericho better eliminate Psychosis, man. This man shouldn't even be in this tournament, really. I wish I knew the full story behind this head being removed. Do you think someone saw this, like, dude, that looks too much like Psychosis, we gotta take that out? Someone in Ukes try to sneak this in, or what's the deal with this, man? They couldn't just alter it to make it look less like it, or what? I don't know. I don't know what the story is, but I just want him to lose. He's going crazy, dude! Jesus! But then again, why were Jeff Jarrett and Goldust in the Creator Wrestler mode SmackDown 2? How were they allowed to even do that? Right, Jericho's off to a pretty decent start. By the way, this Jericho should be completely accurate to the in-game Jericho with the exception of the stats, because I pulled up the SmackDown 1 strategy guide where it lists every move and I matched his moves exactly. So he should have the complete accurate moveset. There you go, Jericho. Jericho has a significant momentum lead. This is what I like to see. Let's get Psychosis out of the tournament. There you go. Just spam those snapmares, brother. What's up, Riptide? How's it going, man? Add Ukes to the list. Alright. Dude, Jericho is going in right now. He went for a pin off a strike. That's how confident he is. He's just taunting in front of his opponent. No respect. There you go, that arm breaker, man. I can't believe Jarrett lost to me. I'm so sad, dude. You know what I'm kind of wondering? I didn't test this, but you know how if you play a hardcore match, each wrestler has a certain weapon they start with? I wonder if Jarrett actually starts with a guitar or not. We should play a hardcore match for our bonus match with Jarrett. Big suplex. Backside's gonna steal one? Big 0 count. Okay, wow. Oh, the combo from the animation in the corner. That was crisp. And he gets the win. What a finish, dude. I guess finishers just aren't required here. That was actually sick. He comboed that animation where they fall backwards, which I think that animation gets removed after this game. I don't think it's in SmackDown 2, so that was pretty crazy. Gotta say though, a little disappointing that we're not seeing that many finishers, so. Okay, well. Psychosis is gone, I got my wish. Never to be seen again. Unless I do a SmackDown 2 removed Pro Wrestlers tournament. Here's your updated bracket. We're going on to the finals. Alternate hair, Chris Jericho versus Meat. Who is the best removed wrestler in SmackDown 1? We're about to find out. Alright, do we raise the stakes here? Do we take this backstage? I think we need something here. I quit match, potentially. The only thing I think I'm opposed to is special ref, because sometimes the referee can be biased if you accidentally hit him. Cage match is a little risky because we did that in our SmackDown 1 Pro Wrestlers tournament, and one of the matches ended in like 20 seconds. The special ref would be funny, but I don't want to be biased, you know. Anywhere fall. We're taking this backstage. Chris Jericho versus Meat. He's gonna cook the meat in the kitchen. Here we go. Here we go. How do you guys like your meat? Because Jericho is cooking it up right now. You want that medium rare? Well done. Medium well? Let me know. You want it raw? That's an option too. You know, I always thought it interesting. I've seen in like some interviews where Jericho talked about how he thought his debut in WWF, looking back on it, he was a little cheesy with like the facial expressions he was making, but I don't know. I think that was a pretty memorable debut, interrupting The Rock with the countdown to the Millennium. I didn't really see it as cheesy, really, but you know, whatever. Alright, this should be Jarrett here. This should be Jarrett Jericho. That's what I wanted. This man defeats Jeff Jarrett, Deborah interferes on his behalf, and he's got the Titantron. That is some disrespect. I think for the bonus match I should get Revenge Jarrett. Jarrett versus Meat. Here we go. Oh my god, and there's a guitar. Jeff Jarrett left that there for Jericho. That's a sign. He left the guitar. Alright, Meat is spamming Irish Whip. Come on, Jericho. I mean, it's kind of funny I'm cheering for Jericho, but if you think about it, Meat is a much more interesting removed character, because Jericho's just a head. That body's the same as the regular in-game Jericho, but Meat's like a full, you know, head, body, legs. Always going for the guitar, man. Jarrett planted that there. Okay, a lot of pin attempts here so far. I feel like they've done a lot of moves, but nobody gets like any momentum. Alright, he's got the guitar. Here we go. This is for Jarrett, man. Avenge him. Avenge him. Oh, okay. Come on, take him over to the left there. There you go. Cook him. Cook that meat, brother. Ooh, big reversal. Nice. Vertical suplex. Great move all time. How much have you missed? This is actually the finals already. Oh, Jericho's gonna steal one. No. We got guitar on that middle thing. Jarrett is with us in spirit, boys. There you go. Oh no, dude, you can't be using that, brother. You already took Deborah and the song, man. Get out of here. Jericho's loving those snap mares, it seems like. Ooh, groggy grappled. Big jackknife on the middle thing. There we go. Pick up the guitar and immediately set it down. Interesting strategy. Not sure I agree with that, though. But it was a bold move. Oh, nice dodge. There you go, brother. The hard computer is the master of the dodge. Those frame-perfect dodges. Kind of funny, because as a regular, like, person doing that, it's hard to do because you have to double-tap the direction. If it was just a single button, it would be way easier. Okay, Jericho's got the momentum lead here, but this could end with yet another backslide, unfortunately. Yet another vertical suplex. Big 0 count. Man, this is pretty even, man. Jericho hit him with that reversal that I hate that does too much damage. Oh, Jericho's got that tired stance, though. We could be one backslide away from this being over. No! Come on! Please, Jericho! No! I hate backslides! The meat is not cooked, it's still raw. This is unbelievable. This is disrespectful, dude. Oh my god, it's over. Wow. I think we should, if we do that SmackDown 1 original CAW Creator Wrestler Parts tournament, I think we're gonna ban the backslide. No, I don't want to save that. Oh my god. Alright, well. Let's go ahead and do that Jarrett bonus match. Maybe we could do a few. But something I do want to go over real quick that I forgot about is, along with some Creator Wrestler parts being removed, a couple of the masks have like different textures. I don't know if I know all of them off the top of my head, but let me see if I can go off at least one. Yeah, so basically if we do another tournament, you're gonna see like this guy, like you pretty much see like all these different heads, all these masked guys. So it'd be a much bigger tournament. I don't know what I would call them. Like, what do I call it? Just like Masked Wrestler 1, 2? Then this thing. Samurai type guy. THQ Robot, who would be my pick to win, to be honest. This Knight guy. I kind of want to do it. The Godfather girls, Ring girls. This, I believe this texture is different on this mask. There might be a few more. But yeah, if I do that other tournament, it'd be like all these heads. This like fake Jeff Jarrett guy, whoever this is. Fake Jeff Jarrett guy. Oh, actually, you know who this is? This guy appears in the season, but actually is a reporter. He interviews people. It'd be kind of hard deciding like what I would do, because like there's this I don't know if to call this a robot, this Tin Man guy. What's interesting about this guy, if you don't know, let me find his parts real quick. Like with this guy, if you change his skin tone, look what happens. He gets an alternate color scheme. So do I include all different colors of the robot in the tournament? Like it's hard to decide what's in there and what's not. And then like there's alternate Paul Bear clothes, also skin tone. Like the alternate Triple H stuff. Yeah, it'd be kind of hard deciding what is included and what's not. Like, where do I draw the line? So it probably wouldn't be perfect, but I still think it'd be fun because having all those robots in there. That guy that looks like Earl Hebner. No. It would not include the unlockable ones, so like the Steven Richards, we already did all that. Yeah, so, I don't know if you guys are interested in that, but I kind of want to do it. It'd be kind of funny doing a third SmackDown 1 tournament, but I think it's interesting too, because with that robot guy, or the Tin Man, whatever you want to call him, I don't even know. It'd be hard to name all these people, but his like body like morphs when he punches. Like it turns into like a giant ball, and like sometimes like a giant like screw type thing. It's pretty cool, actually. Okay, here we go. Let's do a Jeff Jarrett bonus match, brother. Show off Jarrett a little bit better. Okay, so I said I want to do hardcore because I want to see what weapon he starts with. Alright, there we go. Double J, ain't he great? So I kind of want to get revenge against Meat, to be honest. I'm going to do it. By the way, watch me get destroyed here because I haven't played in a while. Like I said, SmackDown 1 hard is actually pretty challenging. And then after that, that might be the end of this SmackDown 1 wrestler tournament. I guess unless I lose, like, I have to win to show off the things I was talking about. So, yeah. I gotta say, I'm so disappointed Jarrett lost to me. Want him to win so bad, dude. I gotta say, when it comes to like prototypes, I would love to see Surface. Obviously, probably like the #1 for me would be Here Comes the Pain prototype with, you know, Jeff Hardy, Hulk Hogan, Ultimate Warrior. That's probably #1. But if I had to pick a #2, it would probably be like early, like super early builds of SmackDown. And my reasoning for that is because, like, you know, this is the first game in the like yearly youth series, so I would love to see like you know, the early stages of it. I'm sure there's a build where like Jarrett actually had his Titantron, because if you look in the Titantron files, there's a gap where his number would be. It's just gone. What? He starts with a chair? That's a scam, dude. No. Irish Whip, the greatest move of all time. Superplex. Doing the classic SmackDown swap weapons. Giant stairs out of the ring. Big shoulder block. Let's do my favorite animation in the game here. Get over here, brother. Okay, never mind. That's not it. I want to do the barricade head slam thing. Oh, he's crazy. I'm out of here, though. Hit him with the strut, brother. Look at this. I'm disrespecting you now. There we go. We gotta find the guitar under the ring, though. Another chair, baseball bat, mop, microphone. Paper thin European Championship. No! DDT. Is it possible to port the SmackDown 1 Raw to SmackDown 2? I've never tried it, but maybe. Barricade head slam, the greatest animation in the game. Alright, we're not stopping until I find the guitar. I don't care if it costs me the match, alright? Yes! Here we go. Alright, Meat, you pissed me off. Smashed 300 guitars over people's heads now. This man just tripped and I picked him up. Take this back. He was trying to get out of the ring and I threw it at him. It's kind of funny because I think one of the biggest flaws of SmackDown 1 and 2 is the fact that weapons do like next to no damage. Like, it's not even, besides the novelty factor, it's not really worth it to use them, you know? Sharpshooter! This one's for Owen right here. There we go. I got a big momentum lead. I ain't messing around, brother. Now I'm messing around, I'm strutting. Oh, no. Big vertical suplex. The low kick. Yep. I'm spamming the same moves. By the way, it's also kind of interesting. It looks like this Jarrett doesn't have completed facial expressions. You notice like other wrestlers make like faces if they're in pain and stuff like that. I don't think this Jarrett in the prototype has any like expressions at all. Arm breaker. There we go. Pile driver. Middle of the ring. Cover, revenge. There There we go. So you get to see the Jarrett win a victory music and animation real quick. So here you go. There you go. Double J, Haney Gray. Man, that should have won the tournament, but he did not. There you go. I think that's really all I got for the SmackDown 1 Removed Wrestlers tournament. So like I said, I'm definitely thinking about doing that original Creator Wrestlers tournament. See all those robots, man. It could be pretty funny. Be the same setup as the removed or unlockable wrestlers, where I had to get all that data pre-made and just inject it into memory. So yeah, just be on the lookout for that eventually.